Hello, everybody. Welcome to the finals of the Split 5 LCUS. My name is
Semifinals.
Semifinals. Excuse me. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyways, my name is Nickelbucker. I'm joined by Kenos. Kenos, how's it going?
It's going all right. Thought I was time traveling for a week there.
We might as well be. No. So, anyways, we got the semifinals today. Excuse my French, but we are almost ready to start with Option 12 and White Wolf. Kenos, what can we expect out of Option 12 versus White Wolf out of today?
Well, I've been a little concerned for both of our lower bracket teams this week. We've got two very strong teams in our first and second slots here with Option 12 and Phoenix. And I think White Wolf has definitely a chance. I know they were full of confidence last week, or 2 weeks ago, rather. Talking a lot of stuff in the chat and all things of that nature. But I think they've got a real mountain to climb here, and I'm looking forward to seeing them do it.
Yep. I'm going to have to go with the underdog here. I feel like I've said this every time White Wolf is in the semifinals or in the finals, but I need to see White Wolf on one of those banners here, not only because I have a shirt, but because I just want to see White Wolf win a game. I'm rooting for the underdogs today. I feel like they got a shot. They've definitely been showing a lot to their kit, a lot to their play style throughout this split. This is a very strong White Wolf, I do believe.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see them go far as well. I mean, every single split, White Wolf seems to be the team that has the most enthusiasm. They never really seem to go anywhere, unfortunately. But they make it very entertaining, and they bring a lot of passion to it, and I'd love to see them succeed. I just don't know if this is the White Wolf team that'll be able to do it, but we'll see what happens. I mean, if they bring an answer to Fatley, which has always been the thorn in everyone's side for Option 12, the split, they will be able to win. But they need to find an answer to him, and they need to do that in Game 1 right away.
For sure. Yep. And keeping that in mind, folks, we are having 3 games for set 1 today, so it's going to be... We can actually tie today, so it could be a 1-for-1, and we could get a tiebreaker in here, so 3 games. And we're actually going to be heading straight in here to the pick ban phase. We're probably going to be seeing some pretty... Yep. As I was about to say, we're going to be see some pretty regular bans, getting the Nasus away, and the Master Yi away from Prowler.
Yeah, once a couple of the more obvious bans get out of the way, I'm interested to see what kind of other bans they decide to move forward on. If they're scared of what Fatley's been doing, if they're expecting him to do something weird, or if they're expecting very normal games now that we're in the semifinals. Morgana obviously being banned to keep away from Ashway.
Ashway, you're not going to get Morgana this time either. The Yasuo ban going for, I believe, Fatley's weirdness, what you were saying. Veigar gets through. Shaken Out Stir, definitely a good Veigar.
Yeah, gotta look out for that. There's that Swain. We did see Foe Eden absolutely crush it on that Swain 2 weeks ago.
For sure.
So, I mean, if they're going to succeed, I think if they win Game 1, I guarantee you Swain's going to get banned in Game 2. Because if they win, this Swain is going to be a big part of it.
Right. Even if, I feel like that'll be an annoyance to them anyways, because Foe Eden is pretty good with that Swain. And we do see a Lux coming through. Could be a support Lux. We have seen Eshway support. But it could also be mid.
Yeah, I mean, Lux is definitely a good pick for Ashway. We've commented on that before. So, we'll see if they're able to keep with it. The Dr. Mundo pick, you assuming that's a jungle or top lane?
I don't have any inside info from Option 12. I could see Prowler doing a Dr. Mundo jungle, though. That would be something kooky out of him.
With how weird their bot lanes have been, it could be a Mundo bot lane as well.
For sure. I'm just saying, it goes with the Dr. Professor Prowler that he just memes by himself.
We have Ace saying it's going to be Mundo top.
Yeah, so. Most likely. A man can dream.
Yeah, a man can dream.
Kog'Maw. Going through for pointy ball.
I like that. It's a safe pick. Once you get to level 6, you can stay away from any insane stuff that Vagar and Fat Lee are doing.
It wasn't, did Fat Lee play Kog'Maw? Not last week, but maybe a couple weeks ago. Saw Kog'Maw come through somewhere, I can't remember.
He may have. I don't have that in my notes.
Yeah. Common Italy. Anyways, there's Kindred band coming through.
Yeah. Kindred Band taking that away from Prowler, so they're assuming that that Mundo is not going to be a jungle.
Banning away Lulu from poor Ashaway. Going to be picking on her for a little bit.
That's also interesting. That means that they're thinking that the Lux is going to be mid. And then the Nico ban, keep it away from Fat Lee, who did some frankly disgusting things with it last week, or 2 weeks ago.
For sure. Putting the respect on that, though, that was something to behold. Watching them casting that game. And the Sona coming through. Poor Ashaway.
Alright, so they're going to feel real dumb if this is a Lux support.
For sure. God.
Comment from Slack here about how there's a lot of AP for White Wolf right now. Very true. Depends how they want to build this Kog'Maw. Alright, so it is a mid Lux then.
Okay. So they did call that right. Ashaway has to go with the Nami. Pretty good with
Look
those
at this.
bubbles, pretty good with those ults, so I say that's a pretty safe pick.
3 support bans. That's how you know Ashway is on the other team.
For sure, yeah. I mean, when you're good at something, people fear it. Fat Lee keeping us in mix.
Oh god, are they gonna go? Oh no, Zillion's gonna be support, most likely. So I was gonna say they're gonna do Zyra Rakan just for full,
just for the feels.
right? Full feels, full bot lane terror. Haven't seen that in the LCUS in a while.
Yeah. Kale coming through. Okay, we've.
So unless it's a Kale jungle, that's a Mundo jungle.
Yep.
I can't imagine that Kale is going to be jungle though with her new kit.
No, I don't believe so. Unless somebody's gonna pull out something strange.
I'd like to see more durability coming out of their tank. Or I'm assuming this is going to be their jungle, so I'd like to see. Not a
Jarvan.
huge Jarvan fan there. Arkansas has done some good work with Jarvan, but I would have preferred like Sejuani or Zac or Amumu.
That's the problem with Jarvan. You gotta really get the jump on people and you have to confirm kills, right? Because there's not really much else you can do to help out for, like with Sejuani, you have the slows and the lockdown or what have you. Zac with his pulls and ults just pulling people with him. But yeah, I feel like that Arcane is probably more confident that he's going to be confirming kills, able to move around the jungle. And it looks like there's a Kale jungle. So Prowler's bringing up the Kale.
Very interesting. I mean, it does fit with how Prowler plays things like Master Yi and things like that. It's just with how weak Kale's early game is, I'm surprised if she's going to have any jungle presence at all.
For sure. We'll probably expect a little bit of a leash coming out of Option 12. But this is kind of going in with Option 12's formula for the past couple of weeks, right? Kind of bringing in new and interesting ways to play different champions, right? And it's been working for them. I'm not going to knock them for it. But I'm going to have to see how this Kale interacts in the jungle before I say anything. And we even see some stuff in the chat right now coming in from Slack. Hold up. And telling Prowler to calm down.
We got Sejuani stats are 2 and 9 this split. Yeah, not necessarily saying she'd, be perfect, but, especially against a Kale and Vagar, they're going to delete literally anything that gets within their eye line. So you need survivability, and Jess Swain will not be able to handle that.
For sure. I mean, we do have some pretty, all things considered, Swain early and Lux, of course, kind of squishy top and mid lane, right? I'm surprised you're not on your soapbox with no tanks really coming out of White Wolf.
As I said, I would have liked to see some durability. Swain can get there. I don't know. I kind of all right. On the positive sides of White Wolf here, they have reasonable long range game with this. They got Kog'Maw, they got Lux, they got Nami. Fine. Um, but just those ultimates are not going to save you once Kale hits 11 or 16. Um, you've got Vagar eating you, you've got Kale eating you, you've got, I mean, Zaya. I know people are talking about like some changes to her, but I think she can still eat people.
Yeah.
She used to do it at the very least, especially if you aren't quick on your feet. Which, I mean, none of these characters have escapes besides Jarvan.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they're going to be able to. You're not going to get out of the Vagar prison. You're not going to get away from, Zaya or Zillion throwing bombs and stuff. So, I don't think White Wolf has this at all.
For sure. Yeah. I can kind of see that, especially if they get into the late game, right? I mean, we kind of said this before the picks were even going through, that White Wolf is going to want to end this game early. And really, option 12 is going to be playing the late game with Kale just kind of becoming broken towards the end. We have Vigar as the game goes on. His delete button just gets more and more scary, and no one wants the game to go longer when it comes to Zaya, change or no change. But
yeah, I mean, we'll have to see.
It'll be an interesting one. That's what I gotta say. And thanks, Amaya-chan, for the subscription. 5 months. You guys are what keeps the lights on. Thanks for the subscriptions. Alright. 4 seconds in. Let's take a look at the skins.
The most important part.
I'm expecting amazing things out of you guys today, because you gotta wear your Sunday best when it comes to the semifinals. Come on.
There better be a Swain skin. Man, I was so disappointed last week. There's still no Swain skin. Okay, I'm sad.
Okay, you're not wearing your Sunday best, Swain. That's not okay. Pugma, that's just okay.
Alright, despite only having 3 skins, I'm going to give this to option 12 also. Blood Moon Zillion, Final Boss Vagar, and Kale are all just great skins.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a really good Kale skin. I like that. That art is good. I haven't seen that. I might have to agree with you. The Pugma just annoys me. It might be because pugs annoy me, but that just annoys me. I'll have to agree with you. So it looks like option 12 is taking it into the gate. Just you can pack up the bags, folks. Please don't go anywhere. I'm kidding. We still got a game to watch. So, option 12 out of the skin analysis, going to take it home for the W today.
At least after game 1. Yeah, I mean, well, I think, as we said earlier, that White Wolf has got to grab this game by the ears and not let go. Because if this gets away from them at all, they are done. Even if it does. See, this is. I'm not going to say this is the problem with, this sort of tournament setting. But if you were playing this in a regular game, maybe you could convince the opposing team to leave if you crush them so early. But, in a tournament setting, they're not going to leave. So unless they win in 23 minutes, they're just going to inevitably lose this. I have to believe.
Right. And White Wolf, I think you guys should expect option 12 being a little bit cheeky here. They're going beeline straight for the Nami and the Kog'Maw.
And immediately seen.
Oh, those dead black eyes from the pug. That's just... Okay.
Alright, so the invade doesn't seem to work. They're totally getting spotted here by that ward that was thrown down as well. But now we got an invade going in the top lane as well, so maybe they'll grab that blue buff? Looks as though there's a call to go check that out. So maybe Mundo may be walking into something unfortunate here.
Mm-hmm. They do have a ward out, preemptively getting it, but Prowler is being a little bit smart.
Vagar, what are you doing?
On the opposite way, Vigar, calm down.
Okay, puts a ward down. That's all. So there's calls. They do see that this is happening. Mundo up on the top side. Vagar is not coming around to help, though, so they're sacrificing the blue buff. Very interesting.
Yeah. So letting Arcane get the blue buff.
So now Prowler has to make a beeline for the other blue buff. Lest he fall incredibly behind, which I have to imagine Kale does not want to fall behind. Mundo in a little bit of trouble up here as well. Should be able to get away. A little bit of a turn there. Good thing there was no red buff there, because I'm pretty sure if they'd gone red buff first, that would have been a kill. Alright, Pointy Ball managing to do some of the sidestepping there. Oh, a lot of trouble here for Mundo.
Nice grab from Foid and unable to capitalize on it.
That was would have been a great time for Ignite, but obviously top laners don't generally run Ignite, so.
Missed opportunity.
Indeed. But we'll see if they're able to capitalize later. The Mundo, playing a very dangerous game up there, but hanging back respectfully enough. Foiding against some good angles with his lightning. Looks like Kale might be coming mid lane here. Not sure if the lane is up for it though. Nope, going back to the Raptors. Yeah, bot lane just very respectful. CS relatively equivalent. Vision Empire hitting there on Mundo as well. Constant pressure here from Foid early.
He's doing an amazing job keeping up the pressure and still doing the poke while barely under tower. Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been a nice grab.
Certainly would have been. Ooh,
The
Bubble
Rude's
almost
on
missed
Pointy.
there. Yeah, a lot of damage on Pointy here though. He may have to go back. Does have the heals from Nami and his own health potion though, so. Yeah, I guess he'll be alright. Just doesn't want to get caught again, because that could get pretty dangerous. Speaking of being caught, Kale is incredibly low as well. Hopefully for Prowler's sake, won't go down to minions. That would be embarrassing.
No. Not today. It looks like he's going back, so he'll be safe for now from the dirty minions.
Up here in this top lane though, I mean, despite all the pressure on Slippery, still 3 CS down only. So keeping himself in there. Obviously does not want to be the first person to go back, but it's healed up quite nicely. Look, Jarvan did another invade. For a second, looked like he was going to be somewhat aggressive, but isn't. Ooh, big damage on the Nami in this bot lane here. Does manage to get healed up, though. Pointy Ball actually is getting blocked in a little bit here. There was a possibility for some aggression there. Hickey has to get healed and zooms away as only a Zillion can. Kale rotating top. I believe Foiden might be sensing this. On the other hand, maybe he doesn't. Just some instincts there up in that top lane.
Those things that they need. We got a Kale and a Jarvan that are looking for some type of opening.
Yeah, not a lot of jungle pressure after that initial gank, but I mean, I think that's to be expected from a Kale. I don't know if any of us have seen a Kale jungle before, but Kale jungle is coming mid right now. See if she's going to decide to pick her moment to go in. Lux and Big are dancing back and forth. There is the stun. Here comes the Kale. Gets some of that piercing damage in there, but there's just no damage from either of these champions early.
Vigor does not have his delete button up yet.
Right. I mean, not only does Vigor not have his delete button, but he's only got 30 stacks. And Kale is designed to do no damage for the first 10 levels of her existence. So I'm not sure how this Kale is going to come into play. Might be running into this Jarvan here. This could be some trouble. We got the Nami lockdown as well. There is the flash, and is probably going to get away with that little speed boost. So first flash of the game. And despite having the great lane, it was Foiden who ended up going back first, pick up some items. Jarvan and Kale continuing to face off in the jungle a little bit here. Probably trying to get as many pickups as he can. Batley taking a lot of damage as well. No mana either. Pointy Ball, man. That minion doing Zillion's work for him. That was insane. Every minion should have AI like that.
Arcane is fishing for Fat Lee. He's contemplating diving, I think, just as long as that minion wave gets there, but Fatley and CB Hickey are still holding their ground. Nah, he's
Yeah,
gonna walk off.
I think a dive there would only really work at 6.
Yeah,
The
it's still too
the
early.
huge burst damage coming from Jarvan's ult would probably be enough. A lot of Arcane Soda's time has been spent fishing here. Hasn't fallen behind in the jungle race yet, but I mean, they should be taking advantage of the fact that Kayle is not going to provide that much of a threat early and doing a little bit more than what they are currently doing. Ooh, big stun there.
Big stun. Unable to capitalize though. Fatley was a little bit out of it.
Yeah. A little bit out of position, and with that low health, you don't necessarily want to risk a turnabout.
For sure.
Looks like Prime didn't going to get the blue buff here. I do kind of like how Mundo and Swain up in the top lanes ults kind of mesh. How they're both big healing ultimates will help cancel each other out.
Right. You thought this was my final fall. This is my final fall. And then
Yeah.
it'll just go from there. And then nobody
Part-
will die, and then they'll just run away.
I think this is part of why we're seeing a little bit of a slower game, just because of the way these junglers have kind of been behaving. Kayle, after that first gank, I think realized or just accepted that she's not going to make too much of an impact until later. We do have both bot lanes heading out. Ooh, Prowler going in now. That might make me eat my own words. Foden immediately pops the ultimate, lands that prison, got some big heals there. Arcane Soda's here as well. This could turn around very quickly. There's the invincibility. Good flash to get out of it. First blood. Arcane Soda flashes to get away as well. All the flashes being blown down there. Mundo is probably going to get away. Vision to Empire. Very well done there. I don't know. The slow is pretty big there. Winions once again come in and help out.
Oops.
Very good maneuvering there, good awareness. Did see another issue with Kayle though, which people may forget, is that she can't attack while her ultimate's active anymore. So it's generally recommended to use it on somebody else. Obviously, you know, you're trying to save yourself.
For sure. Slippery's still holding out for dear life over here.
Ashoy taking a lot of damage as well, taken down to half thanks to some good Zillion bombs. But White Wolf is very slowly winning bot lane here. I think after that first big push, they've managed to do a little bit better. But, I mean, we'll see. Kayle seems to be a little more inclined to gank now, though I think after that experience in the top lane might stay in the jungle for another few levels. They do have the Jarvan ultimate available, so it might be in White Wolf's best interest to be pushed back. Get that Jarvan to show up, pounce on the Zillion. Obviously that ultimate's a big deal when it comes to Zillion, but gonna have to deal with it eventually.
It can't be. Yeah. I feel like Arcane's feeling pretty comfortable now after getting that first blood. Now,
Ooh.
a lot of stuff going on in the bot lane. Ashley, you're in danger. The heal, nicely done by Pointy Ball.
A reminder of why Zillion, or not Zillion, why Zaya's a big dude. There's the ultimate. Lots of flashes blown there. Directed camera, thanks so much. And the feathers, always dangerous. Arcane Soda does not have flash anymore after saving himself up in the top lane, but manages to pull away. Some of the failures of directed camera.
One kill each now. Now, Pointy Ball doesn't have his Nami anymore. She'll come back. She always comes back.
Well, we got a fight here on Prime Eden as well, and on Arcane Soda. Arcane Soda manages to get away. Everyone does. They're starting to turn on this dragon now. But Eden taking a lot of damage, getting reminded what Mundo does best. The ultimate really helping here for Eden as well. Doesn't know. I don't think he'll be able to. Oh, he does get the little damage proc off there, but once again, minions get in the way. Oh, Lux Laser tries to steal the dragon. Just misses.
Close, but no cigar.
No smite either.
no text from Raito saying who got the kill except for pictures.
Yeah, that was interesting also. I think some of the user interface is having some issues today.
Riot, please.
Very limited tower damage in this game also. That was the first gold block taken by Fo Eden there in the top lane, by anyone, period.
Yeah.
And it's dropping in less than 2 minutes.
This is actually, compared to the last couple weeks, it's been a very slow game for Option 12 and White Wolf. We've definitely seen bloodbaths, but I think that people are starting to get a little bit more careful, especially coming through here. And Slippery, dang. Each time I think that Swain's just going to delete Slippery. It just does not happen.
Well, I think that if there was any other top laner up in the top lane right now other than Mundo and maybe Scion, that Swain would have picked up a kill by now.
Mm-hmm.
But Mundo's just ability to deal with things with range, ability to heal himself up has kept him in lane. And of course, Scion would be able to do similar things like that with his kick and his shield. But of course, mana abilities would have forced him out of lane a little bit more. So a good pick by Slippery into that.
Nice stun. Able to get a lot of damage on Fat Lee.
A question in the chat, did they ban Malphite? No, they did not.
No Malphite bans through this game. A lot of bans for poor Ashaway.
Yeah. Doing pretty well though, despite that one pick off, but I mean that's the kind of thing that happens when you go into a Xayah who's been attacking. Classic mistake going into an ADC that's attacking things.
Just support things.
Oh, Slippery going for a ward there.
Never mind, Fo Eden just pushes him off. I see you.
Right, so we got Kayle at level 8 now. Getting closer to her angelness. Turret plating has fallen, so no more gold advantages from attacking turrets. But this is the problem, right? I mean, Option 12 doesn't care about a slow game. And they'd be fine if this game goes 3.5 hours. Oh, Arcane Soda jumping right on Shaken Not Stirred. Gets hit by the stun. Delete button's coming in.
Ooh.
I couldn't tell if that was intentional or if that was just an accidental encounter.
Thinking accidental, it's like we kind of just walked into each other and then ran away. Turned tail. At first.
Slippery once again getting pushed under turret here. Very aggressively here. Another Earth Drake will be the next Drake coming up here. Pointy Ball does a surprising turnaround here on Fat Lee. Thinks he can go in and get it. Kayle is here to help out. Great ultimate from that Kayle.
A lot of damage going on the Pointy Ball. Vygar coming in the back.
Ashway, you gotta get out of there. You see that? You see he's on the ward. Run.
Don't be a hero.
They're collapsing on the Veigar though. That's actually a good stall tactic there. Arcane Soda once again taken very low. They're trying to push in. A lot of action going on here. Jarvan coming in on Fat Lee. Ultimate taken down. Prowler gets bubbled. Huge tower hits on Prowler. Prowler goes down. Little bit of overexcitement there. Fo Eden also taking several turret shots up in the top lane. So Ashaway holds the line.
When it rains, it pours, folks. And now we got the battle of the supports going on. Never mind. Nami's going back. Ashaway, excuse me. Wow, just a lot of stuff happening right out of the gate here. 15 minutes into the game, now it's starting to get interesting. Kills going back and forth. I love it.
Another Earth Drake spawning in about 40 seconds. Just to confirm, Brandana, they did not ban Malphite. Malphite in the top lane would have been interesting. I don't think he'd be doing very well up there. Does have his little regenerating shield. But I mean, I guess we're seeing now one of the benefits of Jungle Kayle. Does have that ultimate that we have Fo Eden chasing Slippery here. Oh, finally does get it off thanks to the burst from the ultimate.
Nicely done. Now Fo Eden's going to get some much needed damage on the top tower.
This will probably be first turret, I'd think. No one's coming to help.
Yep.
But yeah, so
Swing
with
and a
the
miss.
Kale, you can, you know, rush into a like kind of. Oh, beautiful last second resurrection there by CB Hickey.
That Nami ult was just kind of a buffer to try to confirm the kill, but no thank you, the resurrection was in proc. Nothing's gonna happen from the bot lane here unless Batley gets...
Batley does manage to dodge it, but then gets picked off thanks to the prison. Wasn't able to jump out of the trap. Slippery comes in as well here, but too much to chew there, and now Hickey could be in trouble as well. Pointy Ball does not necessarily have the big DPS. Good flash.
Ooh. That was a spicy flash.
Incredibly close there. Not sure what Slippery thought he was going to be able to do 3 versus 1 there, but... Well, 3 versus 2, I guess. But he tried.
Gonna try something. Prowler.
Anyway, I was trying to say nice things about Prowler jungling for any seconds here at all. If he can get away from Foe Eden, which he may not be able to. Nope. I think Foe Eden's going to kill him, though the damage output is pretty intense. Foe Eden not prepared for... Oh, lets him go.
Prowler, you could... Come back.
Could have eaten him alive. I mean...
Come back. Finish the job.
Especially, I mean, that ult was almost off cooldown, but with the damage output that Kale was putting out, I don't think it would have mattered.
Yeah, that was actually very interesting. Probably if he would have turned right away, he probably could have taken out that swing.
Anyway, can use ultimate when entering a lane, protect the weak character, and then try to help out. So makes her kind of like an on-foot Shen, in a way. Which works pretty well, but once again, we see a very, very, very weak early game. Which, you know, it's not as though... Oh, that's a... Oh, good barrier by Prime Eden there.
A lot of spicy defensive plays here. Well done. I'm enjoying this.
Alright. Let's see how many stacks we got on this Veigar, who maybe jumped on here. 128. Jarvan's thinking about going in, but Veigar smells a rat and backs off. Oh, looks as though there's, doesn't seem as though they're going to go after the Rift Herald here. Oh, big stuns here. That's a 1 kill. That could be a 2. Ashway running for her life. How much damage does Zillion deal with those bombs? Not quite enough, but there's the slow... Hickey is being a gentleman, but then secures the kill. And now Prowler going for these turrets. Now option 12 is getting online.
A lot of attack speed coming out of the Kale. A lot of damage. They're going to be going down the bot lane here.
So they're trying more just to steal some much needed jungle love. We do have 3 in the mid lane here who could turn and respond to this. Kog'Maw could collapse. They are spotted by this ward. Okay, they could jump on somebody. Oh, great idea with that ward placement. Very heads up thought there. Foe Eden almost caught. Is caught in the stun prison, but not able to get caught. Oh, good route there. Here comes the Jarvan. That's 1 kill. Not able to use the Zillion ult at all. Prowler does manage to take down the Jarvan, but at what cost here? Here comes the ADC with Pointy Ball the other way. Kog'Maw, can you get anything done? Good flash. Good delay there with Vision of Empire. They're going to keep chasing here. That was a 3 for 1 so far. Maybe stop chasing now. Take what you can get. Grab this tower. Mundo's going to get that top turret. Looks like they're going to keep pushing. Do you agree with this?
I mean, as long as they can sidestep Shaken, and it looks like they are, they're actually going for blood. Pointy Ball wants Shaken out.
Oh!
Ooh!
Probably
Nice
deserved
reaction. Nice reaction to that. But yeah, that was well deserved, Pointy Ball. I apologize.
Yeah, Pointy Ball getting a little overexcited, forgetting what a Veigar can do. That was a big F right there. That was a
Press F for respects, everybody.
that was very unfortunate. All right, looks like they're at least going to take a look at Baron Pit. I can't think they'd actually try for Baron right now.
Hey.
Oh, they're trying for Baron.
Nice.
Okay. There are no wards on this. 2 control wards, though.
Wards. There are people coming through, but this attack speed and damage output might actually be
Can
good
they
enough.
get it? No! Arcane Soda goes to try and now just ends up being stuck. Flash is available. Doesn't decide to use it, though. Oh, no, Flash was only still on cooldown, just barely. Unfortunate. Yeah, only just came off cooldown.
Face on keyboard, face on keyboard.
Alright, so from a very good river fight to now suddenly being, at least tempo-wise, behind. Oh, really good Nami wall there, trying to stop. But 2 members almost down just like that. Pointy Ball's in a lot of trouble as well. Here comes the big foe Edenald, though. He's hitting everybody. Isn't going to manage to get out of there with more than 1 kill, though. So we got Primedon and Arcane Soda. Ashaway is there as well. Arcane Soda coming back in. Primedon's laser halfway on cooldown. I think they're going to run for it, though, now. Next Dragon is available. It's another Earth Drake. 3 Earth Drakes could make this game very dangerous for quick turnarounds. Oh. Arcane Soda taken low. Yeah, Kale is officially online now, so all those early investments are now paying off.
Alright, Prowler, we see you, Jungle Kale. We get it.
1.3 gold lead in favor of option 12. Gonna have Baron buff for half its duration still, so they can make one more big play with it. 2 to 3 towers. I mean, obviously, despite all the momentum that option 12 is currently getting, they are not incredibly ahead yet. But I think that it's only a matter of time at this point. We'll have to see. Prowler's Kale just is very intimidating.
That is not something you want to see in a dark jungle alley.
But, you know, on the other hand, my comments earlier about lack of tanks meaning that you're very weak to the Kale and the Veigar, it can go the other way as well. There isn't a lot of durability except for Mundo. Oh, see, just like there. Kale probably should have won that. Hey, the kill text is back. Arcane Soda running away from Slippery here rather than going in too much further. Oh. Tower is almost down. Foeden almost trapped there, does manage to avoid it. Oh, almost grabbed Fat Lee there.
A lot of
particle effects. A lot of sidestep and a lot of particle effects. Arcane Soda almost is getting ganked here by Fat Lee. Flashes for some reason. And the kill text is gone.
So apparently only ties for a kill per kill is brings the text back. Interesting.
Alright, 4th turret. I think there could be a 5th turret up here top, though we do have Foeden up here now, and I think they have to respect this Swain still. Not a lot, but, you know, you gotta look out for it.
Yeah, Fat Lee should definitely respect that swing. The one grab, and that's going to be a lot of damage coming from Foeden.
Oh, Slippery was trying to do some hijinks there, but Pointy Ball managed to interrupt it. Oh,
Nice use of the jump.
Yep, blows the ultimate to avoid getting grabbed by Vision of Empire. And meanwhile, Veigar is still farming in that bot lane, 180 stacks now. So yeah, they got to start trying to find answers to some of these problems here. Obviously, you know, Kog'Maw can suicide on the Kale apparently, but how long is that going to be an effective strategy?
Yep.
So objective contesting is probably the best thing to do here. Next Drake is a fire, alright, so a little bit different. And Baron, Dragon will be up at the same time. These are always interesting when you've got 2 of those possible objectives. Foeden possibly grabbing Hickey here. A lot of damage coming out in very short order. Even delaying the kill on him is, or picking the kill up on him immediately is great because you get that ultimate down. Whole team has showed up now, but you know, when your tank is a Swain, who's your front line? You know, you've got your AP caster running in the front here. Oh, good prison though. That's a dead Zaya. Let's see if they can get some more here. Jarvan jumping in right away. Big time Blazer takes down the Zillion as well. Meanwhile, Kale and Vega are pushing in that mid lane. Slow recalls here. There is a teleport from the Swain to try to stall out. Does manage to stop the inhibitor from going down, but now he's walked right into a prison. Melted so fast. That's your tank. Still a 3v4 though, but what can they do? Oh, they're going to try. Nope. I mean, yeah, it's a 3v4, but what the heck can you do against this Veigar and Kale moving together when you have no durability?
Right. If that lockdown gets in from the Veigar, that is just dead champions coming through.
Did like that big laser kill from the Lux though. Neither mid laner has died yet. Very interesting.
It's just that good.
Arcane Soda clearing some wards out of the jungle here. Arcane Soda rather behind on levels, unfortunately. Needs to get a little more pep in his step. Alright, Dragon dies basically as soon as it spawns. So that's 3 dragons for option 12 now, 5 turrets. Looks as though they might be trying to do a little bit of a pincer move here. Let's see if it works out for him. Shaken Not Stirred is in the open here. Big jump just flashes out immediately here. Ashaway has almost no health, trying her best to help out there. Does get a knock up on the Kale, but the Kale is dealing so much damage. Laser, no laser. That's a team wipe. That could just be game 1 right there.
Option 12 coming through. Oh, Lord.
That was a 3v5.
I mean, that's what we were saying. The Kale is super dangerous, and actually that one goes no pushover either, even being the front line. That might, yeah, that might actually be game.
With 2 Earth Drakes and Infernal, 10 seconds left in the death timers, that's the end of the game. So 29-minute game, 30-minute game, and the second they get online, you can't stop them.
I was thinking it was going to be a slow, long game. Ended up to be a quick, pretty average. I would say this was a quick game, though. That was just insane how quick that turnaround was.
Everyone pretty even in damage, though.
Hold up. Let me get there. Yeah. Pretty much where you expected from. The Kale was doing an insane amount of damage. Actually beating out the Veigar. Although I guess that's expected. Kale was in a lot more battles. Swain doing work though. I like that. Anyways. Good lord. Well done to option 12. Brandana. I walk away and the game is over. I know. That's exactly what happened. Alright. Well, we do have another match coming up against option 12 and White Wolf. White Wolf has a chance to tie and possibly still win the night. Don't go anywhere. Brandana, option 12 won. It's okay. We'll be back.